Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you a secret on how to make your grading look clean. Now just know that this is one of my top secrets because I have like 10 top secrets I used to work, and I'm putting this one out so you all can see how it works. So let's right into the video. So first of all, you need to understand that when it comes to color grading, how you arrange your nodes and what you put in the nodes really matters, right? Good. Now, this is to show you what makes your work looks dirty and what makes your work look clean. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's say we have two nodes. I want to make this video fast and short so y'all can enjoy. So we have two nodes here. I'm going to do the white balance, and in the first one I'm going to do my saturation. So let's say I'm going to take this down, the saturation down, and maybe I'm just going to do the white balance. So looking at the image, we have more yellow, that's more mixture of red and green. So looking at my parade, I would want to bring down the highlights, or should I say the bright side of my image. So I'm going to start by taking my reds down, trying to like figure it out and make it look the same with my green, and then with my blues. Then I'm going to still take my blues down a little just to make sure it's kind of looking straight, and then I'm going to push my blues up, and I'm just going to bring my reds down a little. So if we do before after, I'm just going to make this big before after. And let's say I want to work on the dark areas, so let's go to my shadows, and I'm just going to look and be like, okay, I need to take blues up a little. So yep, if I do this before after, now I'm getting my dark areas to look good. But if I go back to my first node and crank the saturation up, so let's do that. I'm gonna just push this to 100. Now this is what we have, despite of the white balance. This is what we have. Why is it looking this way? Because the saturation came before the white balance. So it's supposed to be that if you want to get a good white balance, your white balance should come before your saturation. So it's looking like, okay, this came from the camera before we add the saturation. So how about we do this? So I'm just going to copy this node and take this off, and I'm just going to put this node from the beginning, and let's still do white balance, and I'm just going to paste this. I'm just going just give this a name, white balance, and paste it here. Now this is what we have before and after. Now watch something. Let's take this node off and put this one on. This is the first we did. So I'm just going to grab still and do this, and then I take this off, and I'm just going to make the two images to stay side by side. So I'm just going to put this node on, and voila, look at what we have. When your white balance comes before your saturation, trust me, your work is going to look clean. Most times you could even decide to, after your white balance, you could decide to do your basic corrections, like let's just say I just want to make it dark a little, I just want to reduce the highlights, I just want to boost the midtones, take my shadows down, I just want to like give some little contrast and put my saturation on. Can you see? Our image is still looking clean. But if we say we want to do this and take this off and put our saturation on, you can see the difference. This isn't really looking clean, but with this, trust me, our image is looking clean. And I'm just gonna clean this up and just maybe find another image I would want to do this with. Mind you, I got all these clips from Pixels, so yeah, you could like check them out. All right, let's say we're gonna use this clip, right? And let's just create two nodes. The first one is going to be the second one is going to be the white balance, and the third one is going to be our saturation. Let's do that. So let's come here and looking at our image, we say we're lacking blues. So what do we want to do? Do we want to add blues or we want to take out blues? Now, one thing you need to know is when trying to do your white balance or anything in any clip, it's better you reduce than you add. Now, if I add the blues, yes, we are still coming in and getting that good balance. But at the same time, I could decide to say, okay, I'm going to push my red down and I'm going to push my blue down like this, just to get a good balance. Can you see? I could still say, okay, I'm gonna just push my blue down a little just so it could be balanced. Can you see where we are? From here to here. Good, right? And now the colors are beginning to separate themselves. That is really great. So now looking at the next thing to do, our dark areas are not really looking dark. So we could go to the shadows and just say we're gonna push red down a little to this point. I'm just gonna stop here, and maybe we'll push green down a little to this point. So before, after, can you see? If I should clean this shadows, you'll notice the difference. This shadows is now looking this way, but if I should bring it back, you can see how clean it is now. Our image is really looking clean. So in the first node is where our saturation is going to be. So let's say I'm just going to crank the saturation up, and this is it. This is what we have with our saturation at the beginning and then our white balance at the end. So let's take a still, and I'm just going to copy the white balance and take this node off, take the saturation off, and create a new node from the beginning. And let's still give this white balance, and let's paste the white balance here. Now you can see this white balance here is the same with the one here. If I put it on, you can see it's too much, so I'm just going to take this one off, and I'm going to put my saturation back on now. Can you see our white balance? And let's compare the two images. So let's do this, and I'm just going to get this, and let's look at the two of them. You can see that this is looking more separated. Every color stands on its own. The sky is looking clean. It's not as warm as it is here. The blue stands on its own, same as the red, same as our skin, the blacks and everything. Yeah. So when you do this, trust me, you are going to have like a great beginning step to have a good color grade. So yes, this is just my lesson for today, how to get a clean grade before you start your work. So anything you could just pick up from here. Once you have this two, you could in the middle you could decide to do maybe your primary adjustment, trying to fix everything. I wouldn't really advise you to do your white balance, saturation and everything in one node. Let's say we take this off, and this is the node. We did our white balance and everything, and then I'm just going to push the saturation. Can you see? It's still looking clean, almost the same as this node here. Can you see? You know what? I'm just going to take a still of this, and I'll take down the saturation and still take a still of this. So let's compare the two. Can you see? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. One, the saturation is outside. One, the saturation is in the same node with the white balance. So you could just do this and just have a clean work so you could move forward. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and comment. And I'm going to see you all in the next class. Oh yeah, and I still have some lot packages I sell. So if you need my lot package, or you want to book me up for a one-on-one class, an online class and all that, you can reach out to me. And if you want my course, you can still do that. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and drop a comment. If you try this method and it works for you, drop it in the comment section, and I'll see you all in the next class. Bye.